Hi guys, it's Sam here today and I have some exciting makeup to play with. We are going to be playing with the Glamlite Scooby-Doo collection. I got the big ginormous palette. I got the blush duo here for you and the Velma lip kit. So I already got my base on. We're just gonna get into it. I think I'm gonna start with my eyes. Now I will say I was looking at the blush duo and I kind of wanted an excuse to use the pink blush, but when I look at the eyeshadow palette, I'm not really seeing an inspiration for pink. There's really not many colors that bring out pinks. We have this one, and this one, and they're really more towards the purple leaning. And then we have this one that's pink-ish. So I think ultimately what I want to do is something green. I think we're going to start off with this green color here, which is not named. Very similar to the other Scooby-Doo collection. The shadows don't have any names. They were like numbered. And so it comes with like this number sheet here. I'm not going to do this like 1, 2, 3 corresponding thing. We're going to use that shade there on the top row. That is very turquoise. I'm going to take this fluffy brush from Unit. This is a brush that I got off of Beautylish some time ago. I really enjoy them. The color is very pigmented right off the bat and it blends really nicely. We're going to take a smaller fluffy brush and go into this like neon lime green shade. As large as it is comfortable to hold it and use the mirror that's inside. Alright, I'm gonna go into the dark teal here in the middle and just put a little on the outer corner for some depth because we're gonna go into the shimmers next. I mean, easy peasy. I'm not getting any follow. I'm not getting any crazy weird blending situations. Everything's going exactly as expected. Almost too easy. We're going to go into this shade here on the lid, and then I'm going to put this lime green on the inner corner. We're just going to keep it blue and green. But I mean, oh, that's beautiful. I'm pretty sure it's a dual chrome. Yep, look at that. You see that shift? Okay. The green is also a dual chrome. I don't know if you can see that, but it's shifting. Really beautiful. Oh, and it's very metallic. So this is the look, and I think we're just gonna leave it like this. I think it looks really, really pretty. I don't want to put anything on the lower lash line because my eyes are so small. Sometimes it just closes them shut, and I want them to look open and bright. I will say in regards to the formula, the shimmers are not as emollient as maybe the last few releases, which could be a really good thing for a lot of people because I feel like some people complained that they were almost like too mushy, too putty like, too moist. So this I feel like is kind of a perfect medium between having that moisture to like really slide and glide on, but also have enough dryness that you're not feeling like you're playing with wet putty type of makeup. I know that sometimes the Adept formula can also be that way. So far I really, really enjoy it. We're gonna leave it like this. We'll add mascara in a minute. Right now I want to put on a blush. You know what? I'm gonna put one on one side, one on the other, and then we'll just mix them just to kind of get a feel of what they both look like, especially on my complexion where I'm a little bit tan. So go into the Daphne one first. I'm very curious about this because I haven't tried one of these baby pink blushes yet. It shows up. Is it my favorite? No. It's very cute. It looks very young. I don't mind it. It's just not my favorite. Let's try the orange one. I like off the bat that these are very buildable because a lot of blushes lately have come out are very pigmented and almost too pigmented. You want to have control over your product. This color, I love it. I love it, love it. It just has a little bit more warmth in it that I think is a little bit more flattering to me, or at least appeals to my eyes a little bit more. But I won't mind putting the pink on top because I think I overdid it a little right here. So now let's try the lipstick in Velma, which looks like a perfect nude. I'm not sure I would necessarily wear it with this eye look, but I do find the color to be like a really beautiful nudie brown for me and very flattering. Just has a tint of orange to it, but it's so pretty. Let's try the gloss on top just to see. Simple gloss. I mean, it's mostly clear and it has sparkles in it. That's the gloss on the back of my hand. The formula is comfortable. I don't feel like it's doing any weird things. The lipstick was a little stiff, but I feel like that's partly because it's new. Swatch that. Really pretty. Let's swatch the blushes on our fingers. This is what the blushes look like. Pink one's just so light. Let's have a quick little chat about the palette. I think the packaging is stunning, and I didn't mind the price point on it. I love it has a mirror on there that's decorative. It's actually comfortable enough to hold the palette while you're doing your makeup. So if you wanted to use this mirror while you're doing your makeup, I found it to be quite easy to do that. It has 25 shades in here. I do feel like it's a bit large, okay? I see that the reason why they did that is because they wanted to insert these little characters and they wanted to have space to give you like the aesthetic. But I might have preferred to have it a little bit more compact. And I also wanted to note that the pans are smaller than the other Glamlite eyeshadow palette pans. Do I know if there's less product per pan? No. This reads that it has a net weight of 30 grams of product. The Barbie palette that has 24 shades in it has a net weight of 28 grams of product. So there's 2 grams more in here and there's 1 shade more in here. So it could be quite comparable, even though the size of the pan is about the same. They might be maybe slightly deeper for all we know. I like it. I enjoy it. If you're a collector of Glamlite or if you're a collector of Scooby-Doo products, I think this is a great collection. Overall, I'm having fun playing with it. All right, I totally forgot that I didn't have mascara on, so I just put my mascara on. All right, final thoughts. My husband gave me the biggest heart attack coming into the house unexpectedly. But anyways, back to what we were talking about. This is the final look. I enjoyed using every single product here. I think if you are a fan of Scooby-Doo, you're gonna love this. If you're a fan of Glamlite, you're gonna love this. The formula in the palette was pristine. The blushes were really nice. I felt like you could build them up to really pigmented, but they were buildable, which is really nice. I see so many blushes being released recently and I find that a lot of them are just a little too pigmented, and it's nice to see a product that's actually a little bit more functional, easier to use and more everyday like in nature. The lip products I think are really adorable and very comfortable. I am loving this gloss. I honestly didn't even feel like I was wearing a gloss, and I think the colors are very complementary to my complexion. So if you're my complexion or darker, you'll probably really be pulled to this. And those are my final thoughts. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Until next time, I love you guys. Bye.